Here's an idea. Someone create a lock on a fridge. Gets you thinking. Really get your brain going, you know? Hey team! I hope everybody's staying safe at home at the moment. You're locked inside, there's nowhere to go, it's a bit crazy. Stay inside. Stay at home. My name's Paige and I'm going to take you through why now is a great time to invest into a franchise. First of all, I just want to explain I am a franchisee of 9Round, but also the franchise manager for 9Round, which means I am a small business owner, and it also means that if I was an independent gym, if I owned an independent gym right now, if I'm really honest, I'd be so lost on what to do. I would have not a clue what to do. The amount of help I would have to outsource to get would take so much time that I'd be so far behind my competitors, I wouldn't be able to get to where I want to be. So the important thing here is that I get to experience this from both sides of the equation. Let's start with the business side of things. First of all, as we enter into a most probable recession, it's quite clear that most people are scared and have a lot of fear about money and financial situations. Interestingly though, some of the best and biggest companies in the world started in a recession or made it through the recession to become extremely good companies. Microsoft, started by Bill Gates and Paul Allen in 1975. In 1973, there was an oil crisis which was also matched with the stock market collapse. That then led to a 16-month recession. If you now look at Microsoft today, it's worth $71 billion. Disney. Walt and Roy Disney created Disney. They created this when the 4-year Great Depression started. Yet, if you look at it today, it's worth $69 billion. Apple. Always a good one, Apple. It was actually created in 1975, which was not near a recession. However, it transformed and it blew up within the 2000 recession. This was around the dot-com crash and the wake of 9/11. Apple's current CEO, Tim Cook, actually said, "We believe in investing in a downturn." Like, there's nothing more clear to tell you that you should probably start looking at investing into something in a downturn when the CEO of Apple, one of the largest brands in the world, says he believes in investing in a downturn. Other companies that were started: General Motors, General Electric, The Hyatt, FedEx, Facebook and Google. Although Facebook and Google were not created in recessions, they were both started before a depression started. Facebook being the 2004 Great Depression and Google being the 1988 dot-com crash. They both made it through and now are worth billions and billions. We should listen to these people. Why are we so scared? Why are we not listening to these guys? Gets you thinking. Really get your brain going, you know? So we can see that massive companies were created in recessions or before recessions started, made it through, and now have become some of the most successful companies in the world, which we need to start listening to. The question is, why would you start or why would you invest in a downturn? Why would you invest in an economic downturn? A recession creates a problem. There's problems out there that people like entrepreneurs or just investors or people who want to solve things will actually solve. When a solution is created, an incredible business idea is created. It should be you. I want to solve all the problems. I feel like the recession this time has caused a problem of me going to my fridge every 5 seconds. Here's an idea. Someone create a lock on a fridge. It might already be a thing, I don't know. The other thing that happens in recessions is people lose jobs. Great workers, great employees, incredibly skilled people lose their job and now they're looking for a new job, which could be your company that you start in a recession. Things are cheaper in a recession. Rental prices are cheaper, Cost of goods is cheaper, vendors are more willing to lend money, interest rates are lower, which increases your opportunity to get more credit. You will have less competitors out there because so many businesses are closing and will continue to close. A lot of investors will start pulling their money out of stock markets and will be looking for other places to invest their money into actual businesses, like your small business that you're about to start because you've created a solution for a problem. Okay, let's go on to franchising. One of my favorite topics because I am a franchisee and I totally get it. One point I made before was that if I wasn't in a franchise right now, I would be extremely lost. I wouldn't know what to do. I'd be extremely behind all of my competitors that do make it through this phase. I'll start by talking from a franchisee's point of view. When all this started happening, I was actually in Australia for work, and honestly, my thought in my head was, this country is mad. There's fights happening in the supermarket, people were getting abused all the time because they couldn't get toilet paper. My mind was boggled when people were fighting for toilet paper. So how is this going to save your life? What are you going to do with that? You're going to wrap yourself up like a mummy? Is that what you need it for? I was blown away. But this only happened within 2 days. Australia went from being okay to being mad. So I got home and I received an email with a video from our CEO. And it was just highlighting the significant events that had happened already across the world and the predictions of what may happen in Australia and in New Zealand. Obviously at this point nothing had happened in Australia or New Zealand. There were cases in Australia, there weren't cases in New Zealand, and we continued on as normal, but I was given the opportunity to learn and start creating a plan for what would happen if we had to close our club. As soon as this video was received, we also then received creatives and digitals and new procedures to put in place in clubs, like cleaning procedures. We received all of the posters we needed. We received all of the information to tell our staff to ensure that all employees were following all procedures that everybody needed to ensure that they were safe against COVID-19. A week after I got home, Australia gyms had been told to close. Some states were closing, some states were not. 2 days later, New Zealand went into level 4 complete lockdown. From the day I got to Australia to the day our clubs closed was 10 days. From that day, for a whole week, we received 2 emails. An email outlining all new laws that had been released, and a video from our CEO and our COO. The best thing about being part of this franchise was the information that we got from our CEO and our COO was information that had been received from the USA and from Hong Kong. The franchises that are in the USA and in Hong Kong had to experience this well before us, and therefore we were able to learn from what they did to ensure that we could be ahead of them, ensure the likelihood that we could reopen our clubs. We received updates on laws, on business loans, on subsidies, on employees. We got webinars every day. We then got new procedures on how to create new revenue. We got marketing mechanics, and we got a full app which we could then give to our members to ensure that they were still working out while they couldn't use our clubs because they were closed. I think those points alone prove why going with a franchise at an uncertain time like this is the best choice that you could make.